So this is my first time um, going live on YouTube. I do want to do a combination of two things. Number one, test it to see um, how this works, if it's anything like Facebook Live or any of the other live platforms that I've used. And just to check it out and see. So my name is Kina B. I am, and so that you get to know a little bit about me, I have an aversion to titles. So in my past lives, I have been everything from a virtual assistant, online business manager. I actually created the name Operations Management Mentor. And I will, along the way, share my story with you. But today I just want to sit with you for 15 minutes. And the purpose of me, like even getting on here, was to talk about letting it go. So if you're following me on Instagram, a couple of days ago, I actually posted um, uh, I had a post that talked about letting it go. And if you're not following me on Instagram, hop on over, start following me. Um, on there, I share quite a bit of inspiration, positive um, messages, just because I know we're in a world where there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of people who doubt you. Sometimes that doubt comes from within. And so anyway, so hop on over to Instagram and follow me. But as I was saying, um, I shared a post about letting it go. And the reason why I've been talking about that a lot, both online and off lately, is because I just came out of a situation um, where I was dealing with someone who I admired. And to some respects, I still admire her. Um, but she really hurt me um, almost to the core. And the reason why this time was so important because this wasn't the first time. This is the second time um, that I allowed this to happen. And the second time around, it really caused me to reflect on and even question uh, how I deal with people, how I interact with people. Um, if a little bit about me, I am um, somebody described me as having all glitter and rainbows, and if you need someone to make you smile, I'm that one. I'm the one that sees the light when there's dark. And so anyway, um, this person I admired for so many reasons, but I think the main one was just knowing her story and knowing what she had been through, um, the titles that she had. You know, she was one that kind of showed me how to navigate business and incorporate what I believe, incorporate God into the conversation, and that it was okay. Um, so anyway, a couple things happened in her life that ultimately affected my life. Um, I was on her team. Matter of fact, I was her team. To be quite honest, I was her team. I was the one. Um, and some things happened, and they all centered around trust. And so, as I was saying, there was moments where I questioned who I was and the way that I interacted with people. Was I too naive? Um, did I trust people too much? And today I can tell you, no, no, I was not too naive. Um, no, this wasn't a matter of trust, at least on my part. Because any time that I deal with people, I do it with um, great intentions. I'm not necessarily looking for anything in return, so to speak. A note on that later. I'm putting a pin on that because we all do things expecting something. But in this case, some people, when they do things, they're expecting, a monetary exchange. The thing that I expect in return is a relationship, like a genuine relationship, the realness. And she couldn't take that. She couldn't trust. And she shared this with me from our last experience, that she could not accept that I wasn't looking for anything in return other than her genuineness. And some people don't know how to take that. And I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn, this aspect of people being burned so much that when I, come into their lives, they don't know how to take me because they're looking for, what is her ulterior motive? Well, I have none. And that's real. I have no ulterior motive other than to see you become the best version of you. Um, so, anyway, let it go started to become a theme of mine. And your it is going to be different from my it. My it was that I doubted that my approach to my relationships that I had was um, not a good approach. Um, I had to let go of the anger that I was feeling because at the end of the day, all I wanted to do was help um, while supporting my family. Um, I had to let go of the need for what I was doing to be perfect because I kept reaching and looking for certain people to model what it was that I was doing, and there was nothing out there. There was pieces of it that I found from different mentors and different people that I respected, uh, but at the end of the day, I'm original. I'm the original. That whole saying that God broke the mold when he made me, just like he broke the mold when he made you. It's the truth. And so I had to let go of all of these things in order for for me to show up today. And, even to the point where it was starting to affect my body, like literally affect my body. Again, if you follow me, I have shared that I'm now going to a chiropractor, and it was him. Despite the many things that I've read, the many coaches and mentors that I've worked with, it was him that kind of put it in my head that as women, we carry a lot, both physically and emotionally. And what was starting to happen was that the things that I wouldn't let go were starting to settle into my body, specifically into my back. Um, and that's how I know today that if, aside from me doing something physically, if my back is starting to bother me, it's because I'm holding something emotionally that I need to let go of. And so it was my chiropractor that said, "Yeah, as women, you hold things physically, but you also hold things emotionally. And in your case, you're holding it in your back." Um, and so it took several months for me to both physically get through and go through what I needed to go through, both physically and emotionally. So I had to see him every week, but I also had to do some things emotionally, um, to deal with what was happening with me, the doubt that I was having. Uh, in essence, I had to learn how to let it go. And I'll tell you, it's easier said than done. So please don't think that, me sharing this several minute video is going to be the solution that you need. Um, there are some things, and I'll share with you, that I had to do in order to truly let go of all of the negative feelings that I was having that were causing me to become stagnant. Number one, I had to identify um, and come to the conclusion that I have a choice. I can choose to hang on to what I was feeling, or I can let it go. I had to make that choice. Like, do I want to hold on to this? Do I want to let it go? Well, obviously, I chose to let it go. Number two, you need people. And when I say that, um, you need people around you that will, number one, listen to you, um, but listen to you for a certain period of time, and to give you that space to get out what it is that you're feeling. Um, and so you need, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a friend, whether it's a spouse, you need someone that's in your corner that's going to allow you to release, um, what it is that you're going through. You are so that's number two. Number three, you need time. There's no magic amount of time that it's going to take you. Some people would take days, some people would take weeks, some people take months, and some people take years. You're going to need time to process and deal with everything that you have been through up until this point. So, number one is identify what it is that you need to let go of, whether it's an emotion, whether it's a person, whether it's a thing. Um, Identify that. Number two is that you're going to need someone in your corner, someone that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to bat for you, that's going to cry for you. Um, and a note on that, it may not be the same person. You may need multiple people. Um, and then number three, you're going to need time. Going to need time in order for you to truly process this and to truly let it go. So I hope that this 15 minutes or less video has inspired you to, either identify what that is that you need, that thing that you need to let go. Um, and that more importantly, that it's inspiring you to let go of that thing or those things that are holding you back. And this was Keena B. Look for me again. I'm gonna. I made a promise to myself, and now I'm telling you to do more videos of sharing, inspiring, and ultimately mentoring people through my video to become a better version of you. Have a wonderful day.